Testing 1 2 1 2. We are live. Welcome to the stream. Instead of watching some weird guy in a suit talk to a bunch of people that you don't know, or maybe you do know, all these people who are like, you know, literal big wigs. You're watching this stream, which is great, absolutely great, wonderful. I mean, I hope you don't have like that other stuff in one tab, and then you're watching me on like your secondary monitor. That would be disrespectful to me, wouldn't that? Anyway, welcome to the stream. This is Tenghai Dragon. We are playing retro games a couple times a week. I wish it was every time. I wish it was every day of the week, but I can't do that. That would take a lot of time out of my that would take a lot out of my free time. Not that I wouldn't want to have that be part of my free time. I just can't right now. I just, you know, not everyone has that kind of commitment. Some people do, and that in turn makes this whole streaming thing into their full-time job or full-time hobby, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I don't know if such a thing exists. Anyway, here in Texas right now, I'm playing a little game, and that game is called "Is That a Tornado?" Because the weather today has been nothing but high gusting wind, upwards of 30, 40, 60 miles per hour. And not in the middle of nowhere, in like a big city. Imagine having just giant gusts of wind blowing around you as you're just trying to do everyday normal things. Getting groceries, going to the bank, going to the pawn shop, and finally getting that used secondhand guitar that you finally wanted. Imagine having to deal with these high-speed winds. That are not quite a tornado, but they feel like it, right? And not only that, like, the night before, it was storming, it was thundering, raining, the electricity went out for a bit, and now I had to reset my clock. You know, it's been a bit crazy going into spring. Also, speaking of going into spring, I'm the kind of person that gets seasonal allergy sickness. I don't know if that's the official name for it, but it explains why every 3 months or so, I will just get something, allergies, pollen, some sort of germs that come around once every season or so. They will crawl up my nose. They will make camp in my sinuses. And they will cause me to get, like, a day or so of just, like, fever, headache, sinus congestion. It's some sort of sinus infection of some sort. And then it calms down, but then all of that has to drain. And draining is what it's going to be doing for the next week or so. That means I'm going to be coughing and sneezing, blowing my nose a bit. But don't worry. We're separated by the internet. You're separated by a screen right now. And physically separated as well. Like, I'm not right in your face physically. I could be virtually, but I'm not. So what I'm going to be doing, first of all, I need to take a bit of medicine right now. Then I'm going to drink some water. Then I'm going to have my box of tissues ready, just in case. Just give me 1 second. Got that. I'm putting that right here. Okay. Next. It's in here. All right. Where did you go? Right here. Okay. Claritin. That should certainly help. Tilt the neck up so it slides down easier. Oh, I feel it struggling. Hold on. It's struggling. I'm going to get something to eat to help it push down. This is why I have peanuts. Just a bag of peanuts at the side. Not only are they tasty and crunchy as a snack, but you will occasionally get instances like this, where you're just needing something to help the medicine go down. That isn't a spoonful of sugar. And there we go. All right, so now that that's out of the way, I believe now it's time for us to turn down this music and get into the game. All right. We're going back into Roller Coaster Tycoon. But this time, it's a little bit different because now I have all the Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 scenarios as well as 2. So let's go ahead and dive right into one of those. We're going to Bumbly Beach. Bumbly Beach is one of the first scenarios I ever did when I was a small child with a Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 CD that I played on the computer. And it wasn't just any sort of computer, it was the family computer. Imagine that, having a family computer. Not your own. Not the one that belongs to your parents for work reasons. It was just the computer in the living room or the study or some sort of area where you would typically put a very expensive piece of technology for very specific uses. Because that's what a computer was. And apparently I'm just swinging my arms and shoulders around in a way that I'm just knocking stuff over, apparently bumping right into my microphone. Anyway, that's just how it was. At some points, I didn't ever do this, I think. Well, maybe once, where it was me and other children my age. The goal of the day was not to do anything specific with the computer. You were just looking at the computer or watching someone use the computer. Because at no other point in time in your lifetime, at no other point in your life were you able to just watch the screen and see web pages slowly load up. Another time, did you know email was a thing, or chat rooms, or computer games, either from the internet or from the CD? This was just the sort of middle class luxury that you got. If you were lucky in your middle class life. So this is why I like playing retro games. It gives me, it brings me back to the times where we could just go back and do simple things the way that they were designed without any real updates that, screw you over your money. You just did the one thing that it was meant to do, and then you could do it, and you had fun with it, or you just kind of dealt with it. I don't know. I'm probably making this bigger than what it is. It's just fun to play an old game I used to play as a kid. Anyway, so Bumbly Beach is one of the first beginner scenarios of the first Roller Coaster Tycoon game that came out around the late 90s, I think 1999, year 2000, something like that. And it's just a beach in some sort of, I'm guessing, New England or actual English, British suburb. It's just a small amusement park and we have to develop it into a thriving theme park. But by the end, we got to have at least 750 guests in the park by the end of October year 2. And the park rating has to be at least 600. I feel like this is going to be pretty easy. We already have one roller coaster, the Big Dipper. We have ourselves a Ferris wheel, the Big Wheel, and gallopers, the Carousel. So, we have a good start so far. All we need to do is keep adding on to it and make sure that we are making everything nice and clean and safe for our patrons. Let's see. First thing I would do, actually, is add a bathroom. And for some reason, you can have people pay to go to the bathroom, but I'm not gonna do that. That's not fair. Let's see. We also gotta give our patrons some treats as well. We don't have enough to do like a whole full, like, food court. Yeah, that's the word. Let's see, ice cream shop right nearby the carousel. Okay. So that's one thing I would add. Next thing we can do is maybe add something that everyone can enjoy. An observation tower. Look at all that ocean. Look at all that beach. Look at all the things down below. Why not look at it from really high up? We're even going to put it right here. So we're going up, 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 up. Right here. It's not going to be thrilling. It's not going to be too complicated, but it is something that people would like. Now, I'm not going to follow the same naming conventions as this current scenario. I'm going to call it something cool. Look out below. Because literally, that's what you do. Let's see. I'm going to use the same colors as the roller coaster. Kind of a theming thing. Actually, that's white and blue. This is white and red. This is white and yellow. Which means this needs to be green. Obviously. That just makes sense to me. It's definitely exciting. Not all that intense or nauseating, but it is an exciting ride to behold. For just $10, I'm gonna... alright. And then obviously I'm gonna use the rest of my money to advertise the park. And get people interested with some advertising a little bit later. Maybe not right now. We're already into March. I mean, I know it literally is March right now in real life, but in the park it's March. First year, and we already have a good park rating. And quite a few guests. But I think something that would really help is our own staff too. Just one each. I don't think we can afford a mascot. I don't think it's necessary. And look at all these people filing in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're really coming in. All this, look at the golden bears with the hats on there. On this big gate that leads you into the wondrous world of Bumley Beach. That's nice. That's very nice. I'm gonna add something else. Let's see. Haunted house. Obviously, it has to be somewhere far away. Give it that spooky isolation kind of a vibe. Oh, perfect timing. The carousel's broken down. Okay. Well, I'm going to shroud this in some more mystery by turning it into a place that has an underground entrance and exit. See if this works. I did not do the slope right. I need to dig out some more. There. Okay. Let's see, I'll do something like I'll make it into like a walled off kind of a place. Put a wall around it. I also had to figure out some way to make it truly scary. I gotta do something that instills fear into people. Naked grandma. No one wants to see that. That's terrifying. Naked grandma, Steve. Let's see how people feel about naked grandma. Yeah, let's put a little roof there. Oh, look, people are lining up right now for naked grandma. All right. Ew, scary. Advertising campaign is finished. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna make this a little bit more funky like this. Boom. There. Well, I need a way to cover this up, actually. So, we're gonna do... Yeah. That works. Yep, it's all covered up and ready to go. But then I need to entice people into this spooky place. They're going to be colored black, like the soul. Red for scary text. Be scared. Oh yes, I just noticed you. Adrenaline Dragon. Here's the thing. The chat isn't working right now. Let's see if I can get it to load. Actually, Twitch key expired. Yeah, that's the issue. That's why I have not been noticing your... Yeah, that's why you haven't been seeing any of your messages, unfortunately. I was trying to figure out why that was going on, actually. Like, I can't even access the Slime Chat website. I'm using Slime Chat. Let's see, before that I was using Stream Elements, but then Stream Elements turned out to be a company I don't want to support, so we're using Slime Chat instead. But now it's not working, so I don't know what to do. I really don't. Real shame. What did we unlock? Ooh, another kind of roller coaster. I don't know if we have any dragon-themed coasters. What we could do is create one. We can always make them. It's no problem. Yeah, have this little bit of fun with this. Let's see. It's not much of a lift, but it will be good for the kiddies. I know not everyone wants to go to on that giant wooden roller coaster right there. So we have some smaller roller coasters to help us out. Here we go. Right over the top, and then drop back down. Swoop up, back down again. We'll probably do some theming around that too. Yes, it is Bumbly Beach, actually. So I found a way to get the Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 game scenarios to show up again. Where do I say show up again? To be playable. Sound like I'm some sort of coder or hacker or something. All I did was download them. Okay. That's a very long way away. Do I want to... I don't know. I'll do one more little slope like this. Before going right into here. Yeah, that might be fine. Yeah, so I downloaded some a little thing online, and now I have all of the scenarios from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 onto my copy of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Ready to play. I almost want to add a brake stop or some sort of stop right there. Just because, like... Just one train going around. I don't know if that's too feasible. Oh, I streamed the game the first time, open roller coaster Tycoon 2 and all that. The first time I streamed it, I got multiplayer to work. In that, I just went into a multiplayer server and explored one of its one or two servers. So I got it to work. I don't know what happened in your case. Oh, that's a good... Right there. Okay, let's actually compare this. Yeah, so this is a pretty intense roller coaster for some people. If someone wants something a little bit less intense, here it is. It's perfect. So Big Dipper. We're going to call this one... Brace yourselves. Pee-wee, boo-hoo, wah, ha, Dipper. You know, nothing too patronizing. Oh, let's keep that bench right there. Yeah, you know, something for the little kiddos there. And we're gonna make it pink and fluffy, just like you and me. There we go. And it's gonna be in a castle, because kids love the castles, and the fluffy dragons like them too. At Pee-wee Boo-hoo Waha Dipper. Perfect name for it. For a little junior coaster. For our junior Pee-wee customers. Yeah, if you make your coasters too extreme, they're not going to ride them because there's way too many G-forces. Basically, gravity is exerted way too much around these people, and they don't know how to handle it because they're probably breaking their necks just trying to enjoy a roller coaster ride. Okay, let's see how we're doing right now. It's May 19th in the game, and we have 300 plus guests so far. We're doing good. It's honestly maybe a really good design, actually. If I have the room, I could actually put this in a different park. You know, save it for later. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I like this design. It's very straightforward. Where am I gonna save it? Oh, in the documents, of course. Here's an open RCT2 folder. The vial button. Yeah. That shows me research and development. Scenery and theming sounds like a good idea too. Alright, we're doing good. We've added 3 rides so far. The observation deck, the haunted house, and the kiddie coaster. And everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. I just realized there's 2 ways to view the beach from afar. You have the Ferris wheel, and you have the observation deck. 2 ways that you can see the mystic, open, vast blueness of the ocean. Or the sea, whatever. So something I'm actually curious about. This is just a neighborhood right here. Just a whole ass neighborhood. And right next to it is all this. How would the HOA feel about this? Are they good with it as long as it's not too noisy? As long as people aren't screaming their heads off too much at the theme park? It's fascinating. What else can I do? As much as I want to add a ride of just some boats in the water, technically, I am not a owner of the land, of the actual beach. It's just a theme park that's near the beach, you know? All right. Let's get free tickets to the PB ride. And let's give them free ice cream, too. It's the perfect thing for right next to the beach is some ice cream, you know? They get their Rocky Road. They get their chunky chocolate. Their strawberry gelato. Their mini roller coaster. Ooh, this one has rocket cars, which means we can do some sort of rocket-themed ride around here. We also have space here. Okay. Let's put it right here. We don't have to make it castle-themed. That's just what it's stuck with last time. Now what we can do, let's see. Okay, no, it's not that kind of ride. All right. Give people a dang it. Okay. Opposite way. Let's turn it around. See, we could smash it right here. Where am I gonna put this dang thing? So many possibilities. And not a whole lot of money. Just kidding. I do have enough money. In the corner. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the corner. Because it's a bad, bad coaster that deserves to go in the corner. D4. Yes. Up you go. It's liftoff. Gonna zoom this way first. Oh, that just barely clears it. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to make that a little bit taller. There. Give ourselves a little bit of safety. There we go. And then now we can launch it up this way. borrow more money from the bank first. Then we can do our devious little swish around. That's what I'm calling it. Let's see how that tests us out first. Okay. I like that. Oh, that's the same height. Okay. It's there. There is an on-ride photo section. Okay. All right. Marketing campaign done. Again. I hate not having money. Ugh. There. Okay, it's a little quick and not that exciting, but we can certainly add on to it. And zoom. Let's see. Oh, right. Oh, no. Gotta put the exit there. Yeah, there. None. Plane. Oh, right. Obviously, you gotta make it space-themed. Yeah. Alright. Gonna be a bit more of a Pee-wee coaster. Let's see. 45 seconds. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad at all. This one is slightly more intense, but a little bit less exciting. I'd say that one's pretty successful. In this one, you're gonna blast your ass off. And you're gonna love it. Like this. Now we gotta find a way to get this over to here. And what we'll do is make another little secret path. Oh, wait, did I do that? Okay. There we are. You're very unsuspecting of the things I can do. The things I want to do. Wait, let's go down one more. Perfect. Bow. Up. And there we go. All right. These people are going to blast their ass off. Hell yeah. And as always, when there's a new thing, you do an advertisement for it. Obviously. Look at them all lining up. They're ready to blast. And they have the ass. And you know exactly what they're going to do with that. We need something very strange or epic to put around there. Giant water cube. And I'll start off very wacky and wild. And then we'll do some shooting off water fountain stuff, spouts, and all that. But to the crowd, to the public, is that not going to say the full? I don't know. Title's too long. Oh well. Blast your ass. Yeah. Blast your ass. Why not? Let's see. I need something else to get these people attracted to the park. My idea is some sort of garden. I need to clearly think out a path of the garden and not just have it be there randomly. Go-karts! Never mind that. We are go-karting today. This pre-made looks okay. All these look pretty okay, actually. Let's make our own. To complement our space-themed attraction here, I'm gonna put it right there. Let's see, can we handle this? We can. We cannot. Okay. And borrow more money, because we needs it. Make something for the people trying to get in the, underneath there. Perfect. Why not? Double dip. There we go. Let's see. Randomize all. Go-kart colors. That's how that works. Man, there's no good way to connect these two. Okay. Other way. Open up. Start your engines. And get ready, folks, for the ass carts. Yeah, it has to be space themed, but it also has to be ass themed, okay? This is the ass area. You gotta stick with your ass. Alright. How many laps is it? 3 laps? Yeah, that's fine. Man, look at them go! Look at them carting their asses off. And obviously we have to put a spinning whirlwind right here. Ooh. And then... No, wait. I gotta dig the ground out first, then put it... Okay. Never mind. I'll just keep it like this. Why not? This is kooky land here. And just because this park is now getting big enough, we're gonna put a secondary bathroom here. Now we're going to put some benches around here. Trash cans. All right. Well, now we need to complete it. Oh, it is an ice cube. Oh, where's my handyman? Right on the scene. He's walking away, obviously. This is where you need to clean it up. All right, there we go. Anywhere else? Looks fine so far. God, no one likes this thing. This is like the worst thing. But we gotta have it because it's a legacy ride. Otherwise, all those YouTubers that do, like, theme park reviews and stuff is going to be like, where's the big wheel? What happened to the big wheel? Hello, guys. It's Theme Park Johnny here, talking to you today about the Bumbly Beach Big Wheel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, back in the 1920s, this a lovely piece of land was bought up by the big bumbly man himself, Ferdinand Bumbly. He also purchased the beach, but due to some sort of weird trademark law, he was not allowed to access both the beach and the theme park as the same thing. Basically, he was... Man, I'm just improvising this entire lore dump. Hold on, let me think about this. You see, he had to make the beach separate from the theme park due to some weird trademark laws. But that's where his brilliance came to fruition. He was able to make big bucks with both, and then hand it over to another theme park Imagineer, who then put a whole bunch of weird theming inside the park. Now it was just a beach-themed family fun park. Now it was a space land and a fantasy realm all in one. Golly gee, but what happened to the big wheel? It simply disappeared. One day, there was a dispute on whether to keep it or not due to its low ratings. But me as a old schooler, I used to ride this all the time as a child. That is before it completely destructed, completely blew up. It was in the newspaper, you see. Thankfully, we still have the observation deck. If we ever want to go way up high and see all around us, it was a more modern invention compared to the humble Ferris wheel. It was shortly taken off the map, this big wheel. It was simply scrubbed off of the existence of any sort of marketing material, and no one ever talks about it, and no one ever mentioned it again, except for me, of course. Theme Park Johnny here, giving you the real scoop. Is there anything more to this conspiracy other than its unpopularity? Who knows? Maybe I'll talk about it in the next video. Thanks for watching. Best viewers, stream boo. Ugh. It's great being sick. Hold on, let me talk to this guy. There we go. All right. Now I definitely need to put something else here. Why not give it a twist? I'm going to change the theming to plain. I'm going to do this and this and this. Big twist. There. Because it was the Big Dipper, then now it's the big twist. And I'm sure it'll be just as exciting. Yeah, it sure is just as exciting, if not more so, than some stupid little Ferris wheel. I cannot actually remember the last time I was on a Ferris wheel. It's just not a very standout kind of a ride. Unless you're just a couple looking for an excuse to be next to each other on a slow-moving ride. You know, you got your Ferris wheels, you got your tunnels of love, you got maybe like a ghost ride, haunted house kind of a thing. Just an excuse for people to try and get a little close to each other, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm surprised not everyone has a umbrella, by the way. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 roller coasters. Observation deck, haunted house. Got the twist. I'm gonna do another little gentle ride. A slide. There we go. Right around the same area, too. A steeplechase. Oh, yeah. It's kind of a roller coaster, but it's like a single rider kind of a thing. Let's open it up. This one's going to be called Whoosh. Named after my favorite subreddit. r/whoosh. For when you just don't get the joke. He goes over your head. I goes whoosh. Lovely. You know, just because now everything is in all caps in my rides, let's conform to that idea. Makes it stand out more. Nice and big and bold and eye-catching. It sounds a little weird, actually. 1 second. What can we do about that sound? Okay, that didn't change much. Oh, that'll work. That's cool. I don't know if I have a way to test out chat. Yeah, the sound is off for some reason. It's kind of like jittery, almost. I guess it's not that annoying. I can deal with it. Okay, we're already at our goal, almost. And it's not even September of the first year. So this is why this is a beginner park. Just because it's such an easy thing to get a whole bunch of people if you kind of know what you're doing and you actually do the things that a theme park owner would do. You know, you would advertise for your stuff. You would give free coupons for foods and drinks for people that are coming into your park. Just so they can stick around and do all the other things. Especially when a ride just straight up breaks. Oh, it's the big one that broke. Oh, that sucks. Well, let's say. I don't think we need a bathroom over there. We might eventually need one. But, yeah, so this one is just kind of like a ride where... Oh, you know what? I can add to our Fantasyland theme right there. Kind of expensive, though. If we take off the thing right there, it is still too expensive. All right, I don't know. Look out below is oh my god, the path is disgusting. Really? Wow, a lot of people think that. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Okay. It's time for our plan right here. It's called hire a bunch of contractors. Let them all loose for like a week. And then when we're done, we'll renegotiate the contract after their hard work. Technically, I could just get like 10 of them working in tandem. There. And then wait for people to stop complaining. Oh, look. Now it's clean and tidy. Alright, we're all good, which means bye-bye. Don't need you anymore. You, perfectly fine. You can go over here. Perfect. Should I be concerned about the underground paths having trash? Doesn't look like it. Looks fine to me. Extra viewpoint? Huh, okay. Didn't know that option was available. Yeah, I think we're pretty much coasting past our goal, so let's just make this as supercharged as we can. Borrow a bunch of money from the bank. Put in the Ponytails ride. Right there. Perfect. Why is my throat so dry all of a sudden? I just drank some water. Gotta wait for this thing to test out first. Wait, that's all the theming? It's just a fence around the dang thing? And then trees? I mean, I guess it kind of works. I don't know. Well, there's car number 1. It's finally going. Wing. So he's still kind of a weenie ride. Alright. Oh. Yeah, there's multiple things. Right there. Goes down. Around. Alright. That's pretty cool. But I don't like the name Ponytails. I like Horse. Horsey Time. And that is a dramatically long queue line. Jesus Christ. I don't think I need it to be that long. I'll allow it for now. But like eventually I'm probably gonna chop it in half. Let's show off Horsey Time for now. And then speed things up. God, that is filling up so much. But once people start complaining about the line size, then I will definitely, for sure, trim it down. Although, it would be helpful if we put the lore video every 2 feet. There. Now people aren't too bored as they're waiting in line to get on their horsey ride, horsey time thing. I think I got that backwards. Horsey time, horsey ride. There we go. Motorbikes. Oh. I'd say we could even have a crossover eventually. What else? Everyone's got their umbrellas. I think money's not really going to be a problem. I just need to get guests in here. Get their butts into here. Let's wait for people to trickle in. Boom. I guess technically I could add a restaurant of some sort here. But we're not actually gonna... Oh, okay. Some fries over here. You know what? Here you go. Not on the grass, right here. This is a really pukey ride for some reason. Just something about being on a space rocket car and zooming around the whole place. I guess that's just how it is. Oh, you know what? We could change the landscape a bit. Boom. Let's make it more space themed, why don't we? That is expensive. Hold on. It's a lot of money to commit. Okay. Well. I gotta make it space themed though. That's the thing. It has to. I have to commit to that. There we go. Yeah, I bet. I wonder which queue they're complaining about. God. Okay. There. So this is why I'm going to change this. See, I thought the videos were going to make them complain less. Apparently not. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to convert queue path into footpath. Do you not understand that? Also, man, it is filthy over here. Get your butt over here. Maybe I should do that. Yeah. There. Should be a little bit better there. That's just like that. Mm-hmm. Less complaints now. Maybe I should slow down. I think I'm spending a bit too much money right now. It's like, I gotta pay off some of this. Part value's definitely up. Company value's up. Man, I don't know. I don't know how Theme Park Johnny's gonna feel about this. Let's just speed things up a bit. Do another advertising campaign for the park. Do free fries. The next 2 weeks. And we're out of money. Oh, jeez. Okay. And our rating is dipping. And going up. Not going up much higher than 875 though. I suspect something is amiss if we don't give our patrons some more footpath to enjoy. Otherwise it's going to get crowded. Then they're going to get bored and cranky. And they're going to leave. Like stupid, dumb children. Boom. Ba-bam. Ba-boom. There. Let's keep this place clean. Alright. I think next one will be going here. All around there. Boom. And now we can sell cotton candy. With its horrifying face. What do you mean I don't have enough money for that? Why am I even negotiating with the bank? Why? Do I even have a loan? Boom. And let's give them some free cotton candy. Sure. Okay. Let's back away for a bit. Look at things from a macro scale. Because the park is actually not that big. But it's got stuff people want to do. Speed up a bit. Hold on. What's our biggest complaint? People are still... Oh my god. They're still queuing for ages at horsey time? That's insane. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Other than, like, I need to rebuild this entire thing. All this damn work I put into it. Okay, can I do this? Yeah, you'll get a little bit lost, but you're fine. There. Alright, let's get these stragglers back on the road. Perfect. It's like the worst minigame. Oh god, he's stuck in the fence. How did I get here? 'Cause magic. So be quiet. Okay. Well, less people are saying it now. They're demanding to get another bathroom, so I'm going to have to put one... Not there, not there. Right here. Clean and tidy. So many people are demanding that they're not hungry, and I do not care. You need to keep that comment to yourself. Well, less people are complaining about the queue now. Oh, great, now it's closed. It's down for repair. Just in time. And now more people are complaining. I'm sorry. This happens sometimes, okay? Alright, we'll just break down and you have to wait if you're really committed to it. Like, I'm surprised there's no coding for people to just leave if they're bored enough. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be enough. Boom, boom. Boom. Okay. That'll solve some of that. Okay. They found their way. So, that'll be perfect. 19 people. We're finally below 20. How long is this ride anyway? One minute and 3 seconds? Compared to... how long? 47 seconds. Or... 1 minute and 31 seconds. This is a longer ride. Okay. So that should fix our problem. The path is disgusting again, but also clean and tidy. Please, make up your mind. No, it's that logical fallacy. I'm just like, having two contradicting opinions and then assuming the entire group shares that contradiction. Rather than just two different groups simultaneously competing with their ideas, if that makes sense. But no, obviously the customers are wrong. Okay, the music's bothering me. No, it's not. Okay. Wait for those comments to go back down. Oh, they're not complaining about the queue this time. Cool. There. Path is nice and clean now. Big Dipper's great. Thirsty. Oh, they're thirsty. I'm going to add another drink stand somewhere around here. Yeah, there's just one. Okay. Let's add some drama. Let's have it way up tall with no support below. How's it gonna stand there? Who knows? How's it gonna support its own weight? It's a mystery. Unless we do a little brown section like this. Oh god, there is no way to do it. It's freestanding. My god. Yeah, there's no way around this. This thing is a freestanding structure. Resting atop this area. This little walkway, this little path, sitting there without support, completely sturdy, just begging people to walk under it. Like, oh, there's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to believe that an entire drink stand will fall right on top of you and crush you and kill you. Don't worry about it. You're fine, okay? Safest park in the country. This is precisely why. This is incredible engineering. No, see, this is why. Because it's got that support. Perfect. I kind of miss the mystery of it. The suspense, but I suppose people might feel better with these two little beams of support. I guess. Hold on. Alright. Let's watch the go-karts for a bit. Do that for me. Give me a second. Bumper cars. Hell yeah. You're going here. Where else am I going to put bumper cars around here? Let's keep it space themed. Yeah, we're going to do the Dodgems theme. Oh, that is crunchy. Right. Now, let's add these back. Perfect. Wait, we can't just call them bumper cars. Ass Cars 2. It's the sequel to Ass Carts. It's the Ass Cars now. Now our space land is complete. I mean, for now. I might add something later to it. Who knows? But for now, this area is now officially its own space land. With its own underground entrance. You can't get in there. It's exclusive. It has an underground entrance. Just like, oh yeah, I just remembered. I called the haunted house Naked Grandma. I don't want to see that either, Steve. So, should I start charging for the bathrooms? I don't know how much people are spending their money. How much coin do you have? You've only spent $3? Hold on. These big numbers are interesting to me. I have no idea what they mean. So we're gonna change the currency. Where is that? Here. South Korean won. Change that to New Taiwanese dollars? Okay. You know, I can understand these numbers now. So, if you didn't know, over in Taiwan, they have something called the New Taiwanese dollar. This is your little cultural lesson for today. So the New Taiwanese dollar is around 30 times how do I explain this? It's every 30 Taiwanese dollars, around 30, is $1 US. So basically, they're spending like 90 in TD for, I assume, an ice cream. Yeah, that's like $3. Drinks are 120? $4? Yeah, that sounds like a theme park. That sounds like a theme park. Yeah. People are paying $200 to go onto a single roller coaster. $200 each. You can get a decent dinner for 200 NT. That's almost $7 US, by the way. That's about the price of like 2 people at a cheap restaurant, 1 person at an expensive restaurant, or a drink at a bar that isn't just a beer. Well, actually, I can't say that. There are some bars I went to over in Taiwan where if you wanted something like a Corona with extra with a lime in it, that was $200. And usually that was like a local bar that was owned by a foreign owner. One of those foreigners living in Taiwan that's just started up their own little business. Anyway, how much are fries? Well, that's how much you would pay for the cheapest combo at McDonald's. Oh, one of the cheaper ones. Big Mac's close to 180. Man, you could get a fries, or you could go down the slide. It's both $5 US or 150 NT. The price of a bowl of decent noodles. Well, not just noodles, like pasta, like, I don't know, beef noodle stew, something like that. How much is this coaster? Woo! Ooh, Lord. 400 NT. That is someone's water bill. Holy crap. That's amazing. The things people are spending money on. Just for their amusement here. This is the most expensive theme park I've ever seen. With this kind of... I don't know. Just based on the cost of living over in Taiwan. It is fascinating, you know. It's pretty similar to Thailand, actually. Thailand's currency is the baht, B-A-H-T, I believe. I still have some left over from when I went over to Thailand. Like 6 years ago at this point. It was pre-pandemic. Could you believe that? A time before the pandemic? Alright, actually, I need to clean up the trash around here. Oh, good. You're nearby. Do your job, handyman. That's right. I don't know if things have gotten any more expensive since I left Taiwan or Thailand or anywhere in East Asia that I used to live when I was an English teacher. Or just went on vacation to. Oh god, am I gonna have to put trash cans here as well? These people are so filthy. There we go. 300 NT for a trash can? That makes sense. That's realistic, actually. That's how much I would pay for it. Although, if you go to like a dollar store, well, it's not technically a dollar store, but our American idea of like a dollar store, they're probably cheaper than 300 actually. I guess you're complaining about disgusting. I'm working on it. Come on, I see it myself. I'm pointing out as many trash cans and benches as I can. It's not my fault, it's your fault. I'm having to clean up your damn mess. Why is there just one right here? Because there's no trash can. That's why. There. And then right here. I do wonder if it's people just complaining about the same discarded trash, like can of soda that was thrown on the ground, like nearby. It's kind of like when you use Google Maps. Sometimes I don't know if this is for any, it shows up for anyone else, but for me, sometimes it'll show like a little notification of like, hey, there's a car stalled up ahead. Do you see it? Yes or no? And then, like, it'll show, if you say yes or no, it'll say that, like, oh, 8 other people also responded. It said yes, and it also said no. Actually, I think they only do that if they say yes. And then later on, like an hour later, if it was like a popular spot, it'll give you a notification of like, you have helped inform so and so number of people, 500 people have found this useful, that you reported that there was a car stalled on the road, making things seem more noble than they really are. What, just because you saw something and pushed a button on your phone? Oh, so charming. Pirate ship time. There we go. This is going over to Fantasyland. blocked. There. Great castle. There we go. Perfect. See if we can test it. All right, so we got a pirate-themed ship ride. Gotta think up my piratey names. The tragedy. Because a storyline's always more interesting. Of Blackbeard. Heck yeah. You thought we're just riding a ride? Oh no, you're learning a story about Blackbeard the pirate. And his very low excitement, low intensity rides. Right here at Bumbley Beach. Man, that should be the next thing to advertise. You're at the beach. You're at the beach and there's a pirate ship ride there. Of course. It's a shame it's not closer to the beach. And I can't put it like right there. But like, I don't know. It's fitting to have it in the Fantasyland area. Also, God, I gotta put more friggin' trash cans and benches everywhere. 50% of my spending, it's rides and advertising. The other half of that is benches and goddamn trash cans. That's just the roller coaster tycoon life. Don't you know? Alright, let's speed this up. Should we have a different grounds theming for like the fantasy area? Because it's not technically separated from the rest of the park, which is just general beachfront themings. And not even that. This is just regular grassy area next to a beach. That's fenced off, by the way. You cannot get to this beach at all. No one is going to the beach. No one is getting in the water. Why is this even here? Yeah, that's something I want to ask Mr. Bumbley. Why can't we go to the beach, huh? There is beachfront property right here. You can walk out the door, hop over the fence, run across the sand, and drown in the water here. But you can't because there's a fence. And the police will catch you. So they should just go to the theme park instead. It's more worth it. I gotta blow my nose again. Hold on. Here. Watch this train. There we go. I don't know. Is this entertaining? Just watching it go into its usual ride business? Oh, wow. It literally just, like, goes down a slope, does a woo-woo, and then just slots right in there. Not how I would design it. I would slow it down before it goes back into the station. But it doesn't seem like they have a lot of room that they've given themselves. All right. What's our park rating? We're in the 900s. Hell yeah. And we have so many people in the park. 800, almost 850 people. I think that means we need to hire another handyman. Let's hire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have them do their thing. Make sure the entire park is clean. Give it some time. I think some of them might be stuck. Hold on. I think we're good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look, it's working again. Awesome. Very cool. We need a statue here. Something people can look at and see the majestic glory of this park. There. Yeah, there we go. It's an elephant doing a trick, balancing on the ball on the water and spouting out water. Surrounded by so many lovely flowers and a little clock on the ground to show you which time it is. What time it is, sorry. Let me take it to another drink there. Yeah. Perfect. It's August, September, October. If we speed things up, we'll pretty much be done with this scenario. Well, look at that. We have a chairlift as well. I smell another ride we can add to our park. Except, God, we're in debt. Where is the chairlift? Oh, there it is. Ooh, I have an idea, actually. I have an idea. There's actually a secret way to get to the space lane without having to walk there. It's called... No, wait. Monorail time. There we go. B4. Okay. Yeah, and you can have a whole little tour of the park along the way. Is that going to collide with that? Okay, probably is. Might be cool if it went to the whole park, though. There we go. Yeah, now that's what we're talking about. Swerve. Not here. There. Swerve. That pirate ship's too cumbersome. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. There. Now it's a monorail that goes all around. You don't have to walk everywhere. Good. Wait, what do you mean it has to be a complete circuit? You can just go back and forth. Isn't that how that works? Shuttle. There we go. That's how it works. Abstract. There we are. Yeah, it's interdimensional. It goes between portals and stuff. Isn't that exciting? There. That's what I'm going to call it. Interdimensional slash. Yeah, there we go. Let's put some in front, actually. Boom, boom. Yeah. And then make it a more mysterious color. Like blue. A lighter blue. Well, it's very exciting, that's for sure. Oh, people are going to wait for a long time. For it to go across the whole park. Oh, I gotta dress this up now. Can I do this? No, I can't. It's in the way. Alright. You can do that with some rides. Put little doors and stuff around them. Not here. So. Black. But I want it to be abstract. This one. Wall. Wrong way. There. Then you have to make it like this. No, not that color. This color? No. What complements? Pink. Right. Sure, that'll work. And then where's that other one? Here. Two, three, four. Well, that's gonna be tough to cover up. I'm sure that'll work for some people. That works. Awesome sauce. Okay. The interdimensional portals have been built. And it just kind of goes back and forth. If you're too lazy to walk, just take the portal. Very nice. Smooth. Wondrous. Perfection. I like it already. And, park rating is still pretty good. Obviously. If it's in the 900s still. Alright, well, it's October. So once this month finishes, let's see how much of a applause we're going to get from our guests. One more look over of the park. So we have our Spaceland here. With a roller coaster, bumper cars, and go-karts. Connected by a monorail. Which circles around the whole park. Which takes us all the way to the front. The more historic pier. I gotta get that a historic color. Of the world famous Big Dipper. The slide. And the twist. You circle around. You go to the fantasy area. With the horse. The Dipper. The pirate ship. And finally, the carousel and haunted house. It's split off into 3 different sections. All of it wondrous, all of it very keen family fun. A time for the whole family. An experience for everyone to enjoy. And that's the greatness that is Bumbley Beach. Just don't mind the trash on the ground. That's for effect. God, I'm only paying these people $5,000 per month? That's barely enough to cover rent. Like, you could rent a small, tiny, 1-bedroom, room in a building for $5,000. That's it. And not in a big city. It's a room that's no bigger than a college dorm. In a big city, that would be twice as much. What about mechanics? 8,000's better, but per month? Jesus Christ. This is well below, this is well below. Tragedy piece. Aha. That's well below minimum wage, I was just saying. Okay, cool. We passed the park. We did it. Tenghai completed the park. Yeah, as I was saying, my God, the minimum wage is I would say 25,000, maybe a little bit less per month. How am I getting away with this? Is this just a part-time gig for these people? Yeah, security's even worse. God, I can't imagine being paid $200 per month just to walk around a park and watch people not do crime. Jesus. This is just unreasonable. What? I really am exploiting these people, huh? That's the rule of being a tycoon. Anyway. We're done with this park for now. Where am I gonna put this? Okay. Let's go to menu. Oh, that is nasty sounding. going to reload the game, actually. Give me a little bit. I'll play some more music for you. And I'm going to reload the game. Give me a few minutes. Okay, we're back. Let me launch the game again. Oh, great. It hasn't been fixed. There. Let's see. There's one way to fix this. Sure, we'll do that. Okay. Sounds a lot better than the jittery music of before. Now, we've completed that. Can we reload? Yeah, okay. We got that. Did we complete this one? Hold on. Hold on, let's change that. There. Okay. Let's see what the other ones are. So, we have Diamond Heights. Already successful theme park. You just need to have the value go up by year 3. Dynamite Dunes is the desert themed one. Let's look at Diamond Heights. Oh, cool. So it's got all this stuff. It's got a train. Yeah. And it goes all the way around the whole park. That's the main feature. It has 3 stops. Jesus. Okay. Diamond Heights. What's the story behind this? Yeah, it's already a successful theme park already. Let's see. Yeah, it already has a whole bunch of roller coasters there. So I guess you would just have to need to build around the lake and stuff. Okay. Let's quit. Evergreen Gardens. I don't think I remember this one. So it's just a big garden to turn into a thriving theme park. Let's see where we're working at. God, that's... Wow. Okay, this place is ginormous. This is a ginormous place. And all you needed me to do is to have 1,000 guests by year 4? I had almost that much in year 2. That's gonna be easy. It's so easy. Okay. What's the next one look like? Forest Frontiers. This is the classic one. This is the one everyone starts. It's just a whole bunch of nothing inside the forest. Yeah, we could screw around with that later. Leafy Lake is just the same thing, but it's a giant lake. And you have some extra room over here too. Okay. Now as for other beginning parks, Fun Fortress. It's just a giant fortress area. Like like an actual fortress that you're turning into a theme park. Look at this. There's a courtyard and everything. Look at all these paths. This is probably where like some sort of small ride and then like the food court and all that would go. And then the surrounding area is just like, here's a ride, here's a coaster, all linking around to each other. That's a lot of possibilities right there. What's Funtopia? Is that a covering land both sides of a highway? This park has several rides already operating. Oh, it's this one. It's a super small, like, micro thing with like 2 roller coasters and a Ferris wheel. It's another little micro shop there. Micro park. The Haunted Harbor. Ooh. Let's check that out. The local authority has agreed to sell nearby land cheaply to this small seaside park. I wonder why. On the condition that certain rights are preserved. Those are the haunted rides, you guys. My God. So like I cannot get rid of Woodpecker. I can get rid of the merry-go-round. That's fine. Spiral slide? Yeah, sure, whatever. The Ghost Train? The Ghost Train. Have you guys heard the song The Ghost Train by Dr. Glam? It's a hit. It really is a great song. Just next time you're on YouTube, and I'll put this in chat as well. Look up Ghost Train by Dr. Glam. There. Anyone who's watching this, give that a listen. Okay. So there's another tiny little park. This one, I would be interested in adding some levels to it. Actually, what's the story with this ghost train right here? It goes inside the building underneath. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I see it. It's clever. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of looking at this park. I don't have a lot of time left actually tonight to keep playing this game. It's another night where I have an early shift in the morning tomorrow. Curious what the expert parks look like. Woodstock? Oh, the annual large music festival that only had one successful run. I mean, there was 94, but like Woodstock 99? Ooh, yuck. Terrible. We're immediately stopped right here in the car park. And then it's just, oh, cool. Here's the one stadium. Not stadium. Here's the one main stage. Right here. Incredible. Incredible right here. What's our rock and roll theming? Yeah. Who do we have to be our rock stars? Biker. Singing with Quiff? Is that Elvis? And then we got Cool Dude. Then we got Groovy Dancer. You got the drummer. We got some sort of like rhythm guitarist and singer. We got the lead guitarist, bass player, roller skating waitress. We have planes. We have jet aeroplanes, a B-movie octopus, and spider. Oh yeah, that's gonna inspire people. The giant spider right here. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, giant bass. It's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing that park. How do you get so many people? Let's see. 1,500 guests by the end of October year 2. Okay, interesting. I'm sure there were that many people at Woodstock itself back in 1969. Ghost Town. Ivory Towers. Thunder Rock. Oh, do I know Thunder Rock? I do know Thunder Rock. Man, look at this thing. It's a giant plateau thing. And you gotta take the lift to get all the way up here. Otherwise, you're gonna have to walk, and that's tiring. This one's really cool looking. Limiting by the amount of park that you actually have. Because what are you actually gonna put right here? What? A monorail? Who cares? All you're gonna see is desert. Unless you're gonna do like paintings, like fake some history, put some lore around there. There's no way to do that, by the way. What's the goal here? 900 guests by year 4 with a rating of at least 600. I assume the expert parks that the guests are going to be a lot more needy and a lot more dirty. They're going to be more skeptical of things. They're not going to slide if they even whiff that you have some sort of weird, like, dirty paths and long lines for things. Then, like, they're just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm out. I'm out of here. I don't care for this place. I don't know. There's an extra challenge of like bigger numbers, but I don't know how guests actually act at an expert park. I have only ever done officially the beginner parks, which is interesting to look at. I could try and attempt to do that now. Like, I'm only giving myself like 30 minutes. Otherwise, I do have to like go to bed. Where are the other parts? Ooh. Mega Park. Competition Land. Build your own theme parks. Build your own Six Flags, I should say. Gameplay. PC player. Let me change this track, actually. There we go. PC Gaming World. This is the one that came with the PC Gaming World disc. Whoa, this one's entirely underground. That's cool. Okay, I have to see this. That's great. Wow. That's incredible use of the land. The only thing is I wish I had a first-person view of it. Let's see, I assume it just goes up there. Alright. Calamity. Just like a Calamity Ganon. Yeah, of course it costs $500 to get in there. I think when I went to a Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse, over in Taiwan, and yes, they have those. That's how much a prime steak meal would cost. No, not a prime steak. One of their lesser steaks. Because this meat is coming straight from America, by the way. So it's got that import tax and all that. Ooh, going all the way down. Zoop. Ooh. So it's just peeking up about around. Nice twist there. Wow. Yeah, I love this design. And it's peeking around. It's like one up there and then one underneath. That's so cool. Wow. I love this design and the way it's incorporating, like popping up and down in and out of the sand dunes, like one of those sandworms. PC Gaming World with a ghost train called Confusion. Oh right, Calamity, Confusion, and what else is there? That's it. Okay. All right, let's quit. We're just taking a peek at things. Fort Anachronism. Ooh, that's a nice fort. With a train around it. Dual tracks. A nice little steeplechase horsey ride there. Cool, cool, very cool. Alright, let's peek at someone else. What's gameplay? My god. Gameplay.com. Okay. So it seems like you could expand outwards? Possibly. Like, you can't do that. That's it? Interesting. You can't expand your land rights. Interesting. But you do have a sweet dueling coaster here. That's cool. I don't think I've seen a Heidi Park. Is that one in Germany? It sounds German. Let's check it out. All right. Definitely looks very European, that's for sure. I like the mushroom forests with pumpkin houses. Yeah, I would visit this. I'd take my child to go here. Oh look, the little boat rides have rails on them because they don't trust people to... Like, wait, how does a canoe fit in there? He can barely hit those turns without bumping into something. This is very poorly made. What is it called? Merchant fart? in canal fart? Fart. I'm sorry, I'm goofing on the German language, but like, come on. The fact that it's called a fart, it's been a while since I've studied German. It was one year back in high school. I don't remember a lot of the words. I know this means topspin. And then right here we have rainbow, and flipper, and condor. Ooh. Is this one ice cream? No. Fruity Ices Stall 1. Oh, come on, give it a German name. Give it something like, yeah, Big Loop. No. Monorails Schwebebahn. Schwebebahn? Schwebebahn. There we go. Okay. There we go. It's the Delpinarium. The Spielplatz. Yeah, very German sounding. Very awesome. Hochbahn. Where you can go and spit out the sides, and no one can judge you on the Hochbahn. It's a Alsekstrom. Waldwessenbahn too. It's a Waldwessenbahn. Check out the Waldwessen. And the Schweizer Bohlbahn. Schweizer Bohlbahn. Oh, it's a very Schweizer and very Bohlbahn. If you speak German, I don't care. I'm having too much fun with this. Oh look, it's the Pferde-Karussell. Pferde-Karussell. What's Pferde? I know Pfeiffer, something. It's like feather or like arrow. But you also have the Flossfart. Flossfart. You floss and you fart. It's a floss fart. What an incredible ride. How much does it cost? It's free. Holy shit, you guys, it's free. You can floss and fart and it's free. God, I'm getting too excited about this. I like this park. It's good. Alligator and show? Alligator and show? Do you want to see the alligator and show? See the alligator. Do you want the chicks and the alligator and show? I could just go to Florida for that. I don't have to go all the way to Germany to see an alligator in show. It's just gator around. Perhaps one day I'll compete and complete the challenge in that park instead of just gawking at the at the German language. All right, Holland. Oh, we could go to my home park, Six Flags Over Texas. And let me tell you, this is not. I'm not going to have any swearing in my Let's Play of streaming of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Get it out of here. This is very... What the heck? Oh my god. I know Texas is supposed to be pretty brown and flat, but it's not this brown or flat. Oh my god. What did you do to this place? Where are the hotels? Where is the anything? Where's the big sign that says Six Flags Over Texas? Where are the street signs? It's just a random road and people are walking. down the middle of the road. The road to Six Flags, by the way. That's what it's called. Officially, it is called Road to Six Flags. It wasn't this empty when I was a kid either. Back when they modeled it, I'm sure. Let's see. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 came out like... It was after the 2000s, maybe like 2002, 2003. It did not look like this outside of the park. I'm insulted as a Texan. Good Lord. This is basically how big the parking lot is. Surprisingly. But, man, it's not that barren outside the park. I mean, this is Arlington we're talking about. You have a shopping mall with a skating ring in it. That's close by. And this is right next to the highway. I-30. Man, okay. Anyway, yeah. So you have this one, which is Judge Roy's Cream. It's a nice little wooden coaster. The only thing they're for... Oh, no, they included that part as well. Yeah, cool. It just goes up and up and up and down. Goes around the lake right here. And then, for some reason, there's no... okay, what does this connect to? Nowadays, in order to get to this part, to this ride, you have to go to the Looney Tunes Kids Land thing. But they skipped over that part for some reason. And they've gone right to the... What is this? Bumper cars? I know there is a bumper cars. I don't remember which section it is. Okay, Six Flags Over Texas is actually like 6 different parts because it represents the Six Flags that represent... Each flag represents a territory or nation that Texas belonged to. It was France, England, America, Mexico, the Confederacy, and then the Republic of Texas itself. It's all in different kinds of sections. Where was this? I used to go on this ride before they closed it down. Flashback. Oh, where was Flashback? Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna unpause this. I forget where all this was. Because they've bulldozed it over. They demolished it and made it into a new thing. I would go there right now if I could, but it's closed. Not because it's at night. No, because actually nowadays Six Flags Over Texas does not make a whole lot of money as a theme park. It's only open on weekends during the school year. And then during the summer and then the holiday break, it's open every day of the week. Let's see. Yeah, there is a big railroad that goes through the whole park. And there's that. Missile Chaser. That's... Okay, there is a Missile Chaser right there, but it's not that. It's like a giant, stand right up here. And it's like a swing. It's a giant swing that swings all around in a circle. And it doesn't look that intense, but it is basically a souped up carny ride that they have not updated. And I think it still scares people. Oh, we do have the Shockwave ride and the go-karts to go with it. Okay, interesting. That's not how that is over there. I do like, this is a pretty accurate design of the ride, except for the block brakes right up here. I do not remember that part. It just kind of slows down a bit and then scoops down. They probably added that part in order to get the multiple trains, because there's at least 2 or 3 trains that goes circuits through there. There is the giant observation deck right up here. That is accurate right there. Ooh, Runaway Mountain. God, that looks so geometrical. You know, all of it is inside a giant, quote-unquote, mountain. It's all one big indoor ride. And if you look inside, yeah, it's kind of swerves around like this. It's very cool. You have the old Texas Giant, which is all wood. They recently, like within the last within the last decade or so, they updated the Texas Giant ride. Wait a minute. Do not stand up. That's not what it says. They changed this sign up a bit, first of all. They changed that too. Instead of like a purely wooden like track with the train, they changed it to a metal design, like a steel track for it to go on. Which made it a lot smoother and less bumpy as it goes very tall and very fast. And you do not want that. Guests are complaining about the length of the queues in your park. Well, just get a park pass, dude. Just skip the lines with a park pass and deal with it. Okay. Let's see, what's the other big ride? Yes, the Goliath. This thing was a monster when it first came out. Like, it was the ride to go on if you were in Six Flags Over Texas. God, it's still really big. It's still there. Here's the secret, though. They're painting it a different color. It's not orange anymore. They're making it blue. And I have no idea what they're changing the theming of it to. Let's see. Yeah, there is the carousel right in the middle, in the courtyard there. Right here is actually where they do like little stage performances too, which is neat. Yeah, here's the main entrance area where you buy your passes. And all the throw up and the garbage on the ground. That's normal. That's normal. Ooh, this is the Mexico part. This right here is the Conquistador, the swinging ship ride. You have La Vibora, which is the snake that swivels around. This used to be my favorite ride as a kid, when I was too scared to go on any huge, big roller coasters. Such a cool idea, just going swinging side to side, all fast and stuff. This right here, the Ozarka Splash, not based on the Ozark brand of water bottles, but it is based on the actual Ozark rivers and all that. That's over here in the south. What's other major thing that's around here? Splash waterfalls? There is a giant splash ride, yes. That does exist. It doesn't quite look like this, but this is probably the best they could do with the limited software that they have. Oh yeah, the Rapids ride. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the only thing they're missing is the giant Superman Tower ride. They're missing two major roller coasters in the Warner Brothers superhero like Batman area. One of them being Mr. Freeze, which is a LAM kind of a launch coaster that goes very fast up along a big deep steep like loop, like a half loop, and then another half loop, and then it goes whoop whoop, and then backwards. But the thing they've recently done is they've turned the entire train around. So at first you go backwards, and it is gut turning. Oh, it is rough. I don't know if they kind of switch it around every once in a while, but the last two times that I went on that thing, the train was backwards. And it's a lot better when it's going back to the station than when it's first powering off. I want you to imagine facing backwards, and the force of gravity is pushing you backwards from 0 to about, God, like 50 miles per hour. in the matter of like 10 seconds. Holy crap, dude. It's also missing the Batman ride. The Batman ride's so cool. They've cloned it and put it in like other theme parks, other Six Flags parks. And that's been like the best coaster in those parks. But the original one was the Batman run in Six Flags Over Texas. Correct me if I'm wrong. The original like black and yellow design. The other ones are like black and gray, which looks off to me. Those aren't the Batman colors. I mean, they kind of are, but like not really. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna stop ranting and raving about Six Flags Over Texas now. I think that's gonna be it for the stream, actually. Wow. So, as you can tell, I am enthusiastic about these theme parks and roller coasters and stuff, and that's really why I do have this childhood passion for this game and games similar to it. It's nostalgic to me. It brings back memories of not just going to theme parks as a kid, but also just playing this game as a kid, and that's why I like it so much. So we're gonna kind of wrap things up here. I know we only got to do like one park. You didn't really get to design anything in the coaster designer like area, but I really do gotta be up super early tomorrow for a shift, and then similarly early on Thursday too. That's gonna be fun. Man, that's the worst part about being an adult with a job. So, thanks for watching, whoever's still watching. I appreciate you. We're not going to raid anyone tonight, but we'll go ahead and just cut things off here for now. So, Tenghai Dragon here, playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I'll try and get the slime chat thing, like the chat displaying on screen. Like, I'll try to get that working as soon as I can. So, until then, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I'll see you on the next stream. Goodbye.